everybody. So, I'm starting to question my taste in movies. We've had stories of Jews hiding out in the woods and being hunted down. We've had just recently the tale of Hitler's last days in the bunker before committing suicide. And today we've had the tale of Jews revolting in a death camp and trying to escape. Yes, it can only be 1987's Escape From Sobibor, starring Rutger Hauer, Alan Arkin, Joanna Pakula and Jack Shepherd. This is, I believe, a Swedish DVD, because when I tried looking for it, I couldn't find it. I don't know if it was just Region 2 I couldn't find, or, well, obviously I found Region 2, but an English one. I don't know if the only English one was like Region 1 or Region 4, but this is the only copy I could get. I don't know if it's available now. I haven't bothered looking. But yeah, this is this is one of those war movies that you know, the YouTube channel Watch Mojo just recently did a countdown of top 10 Holocaust movies, and I was absolutely livid that this movie was not on there. Now, I don't know if it doesn't count because it's a TV movie or what, but basically it tells a story of a Jewish death camp, Sobibor, in 1943, when a small group got together and planned the escape of all the Jews encamped there, which was 600, including some Russian soldiers that had recently become prisoners of war, that were also Jewish. Rutger Hauer playing one of those Russians, and unfortunately doing a worse accent than Daniel Craig, but we'll get to that in a minute. So yeah, it's a true story, and I've lost my track of thought because of Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig, sorry, I had to do it. So anyway, so yeah, this movie, I have to explain. This is a, oh, it's not classified because it's Swedish. I believe this is a 15 rating, but I remember being shown it in history class at secondary school when I was about 13, 14, and oh my god, this thing gave me nightmares. Because you know what, you can get told about stuff in history. You can see stuff like The Great Escape and that, which I think at that point I'd only really been exposed to. But this is dark, and I mean really dark. I mean, my god, they showed like, you know, naked people going into the showers, and you know, the smoke rising, and there's people being hung and people being shot, and oh my god, it's violent. I just remember it was disturbing as hell seeing it at school, and of course we had to see it in parts because it's 2 hours 20 minutes long, so we'd get it in like 40-minute chunks each time. So I just remember it really stuck out in my head, and it's one of those movies that are stuck in my head to this day, and I've been, since I got it on DVD, I've watched it several times, and I remember I could not remember the title when I was trying to find it on DVD. I just knew it was Escape From Somewhere. But anyway, the funniest thing about this is Rutger Hauer features predominantly, well, essentially he's the only one on the case, and I mean, there are some of the others on the back, but the thing is he's not that big a part of it, and it does suffer from the Daniel Craig and Defiance kind of disease, if you will, in that he's in it, like, he comes in about halfway through or so, and helps with the plan, but he's just not that big a part. And I feel bad for people like Alan Arkin and the others that are in this so much more. That including Emil Walk. And I'm just like, dude, I know it's Rutger Hauer. This is like 5 years after Blade Runner. And he'd done other stuff, obviously. Big films in between that and this. I assume they'd kind of put a lot of their budget on him. I don't know. But the funniest thing is he's playing a Russian, and I swear, his accent is worse than Daniel Craig's. You know what, it was one thing putting the whole movie on Daniel Craig's shoulders, but to advertise this like it's Rutger Hauer's movie, and he's so badly doing this awful Russian accent, and it's hilarious. But honestly, I can make fun of Rutger Hauer, but this movie, there are no words. It is, although it's 2 hours 20 minutes long, at no point during it do you go, oh, how much longer? It's just, everything is necessary. Everything is necessary to show the plot being, show the, what they're going to do being worked out and strategized. Any little extra bits are to help develop character. And even, say, they keep having the shots of the trains turning up at the camp with the Jews, with the new Jews to be processed. And it gets a bit repetitive, but that's the thing, because it drums home the fact of how much of a processing plant, the mill that these camps were, to just get people through. And at one point they say they're going to up to 3 trains a day, to get through as many people as possible, to kill off these poor innocents. And it's just absolutely, although it does feel repetitive, and oh my god, that tune they play during the welcoming ceremony, if you will, gets on your, you just cringe every time you hear it, because all you see is just this absolute pain and anguish and emotion every time. It's kind of like conditioning a dog or something. You just immediately associate that song with that imagery. It's well acted for the most part. It's well paced. Like I say, everything's necessary. I am a little distracted by the amount of British people in this trying to be like Jews and Germans and stuff. And I know that's something I touched on during my Downfall review. But seriously, as war movies go, please, if you do like war movies, I cannot recommend this enough. That said, if you're sensitive, if you do not like too much violence, I mean, there's not much blood as such, but it's just what's inferred a lot of the time. It is harrowing, and I mean that in that just make you feel kind of ill and angry and just wanting to thump something, and it definitely gets that within you. If you get a chance, if you like war movies, please do check out 1987's Escape from Sobibor. There's nothing more I can say about this. I could gush about this all day. There is nothing I can complain about in it. I'm not saying it's perfect, but to me, I just love it. And that sounds a bit wrong considering how disturbing it is, but it's amazing. That was tonight's movie. We'll be back again tomorrow, of course. But for now, this is Sketch, signing out.